You know, your nervous system was literally never designed for this. I mean, think about it for just a second. We've got this endless barrage of notifications lighting up our screens, pulling our attention in 50 different directions before we even eat breakfast. We've got humming fluorescent lights overhead in the office, casting that harsh, sterile glow. Take a moment right now and literally feel the solid, unyielding concrete or synthetic flooring under your feet. We walk on it, we stand on it all day, every single day. So if you feel constantly on edge, like you're humming with this low-grade anxiety you just can't shake, well, there's a very real physical reason why. We live in a highly constructed, entirely artificial environment, and our biology just hasn't caught up. Deep down at a cellular level, your body is still waiting for the ground.
Hello, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, I am absolutely thrilled to share something truly foundational with you. We are going to explore grounding. It's an ancient, virtually effortless practice that modern physiological science is really only just starting to fully explain. By the time we wrap up our time together today, you're going to be equipped with a completely free, highly effective routine that you can start using immediately to help reset your nervous system.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our path for today. First, we'll look at the modern disconnect. 2. What exactly is grounding? 3. Ancient roots and modern science. And finally, your 5-minute daily routine.
So, jumping into Section 1, the modern disconnect, and how we lost the ground.
We really need to talk about the physical reality of modern stress, because our biology simply hasn't adapted to the world we've built. For the vast majority of human history, connecting with the earth wasn't some special mindfulness practice you had to schedule into your calendar. It was just daily life. We walked barefoot through the dirt and grass, we slept close to the ground. Our bodies were in near constant direct physical contact with the earth's surface. Contrast that with today. Most of us go days, weeks, or even entire months without our bare skin ever touching the actual earth. No joke. We wear rubber-soled shoes that act as perfect insulators, we walk on synthetic floors, we drive in insulated cars, and we work high up in tall buildings. We've inadvertently constructed an entire lifestyle that heavily insulates and completely disconnects us from the natural electrical charge of the ground. And as you'll see, that disconnection comes with a profound physiological cost.
Moving right along to Section 2. What exactly is grounding? Reconnecting with the earth.
If our modern dysregulation comes from this physical disconnect, the solution is actually remarkably simple. So the crucial point is, grounding, which is also sometimes called earthing, is just making direct skin contact with the earth. That's it. It means taking off your shoes and putting your bare feet on the grass in your backyard or at a local park. It means pressing your bare palms into the dirt while you're gardening, or just lying flat on the sand at the beach. The sheer, absolute simplicity of it is what makes it so powerful. You don't need special equipment, you don't need a complicated setup, and you definitely don't need an expensive subscription. You literally just need the earth and your skin.
Which brings us to Section 3, Ancient Roots, Modern Science. Bridging tradition and biology.
Now we are bridging thousands of years of ancient spiritual practices with emerging physiological science here, because this certainly isn't a new idea. Across incredibly diverse traditional healing systems, the shared wisdom is profound. Whether you're looking at Ayurveda, indigenous traditions across the globe, or ancient Taoist practices, they all teach that the earth carries a deeply stabilizing energy. For example, Taoist teachings emphasized rootedness to the earth to calm the mind and settle the spirit. This is actually the exact principle behind standing meditation practices like Zhuangzhuang, where practitioners stand perfectly still, feet planted firmly into the ground, for long periods of time. Across all these diverse traditions, the core message remains exactly the same. When you disconnect from the earth, you drift. And I think we all know what drifting feels like in the modern world, right? It's that pervasive brain fog, that scattered feeling where you just can't focus, that buzzing anxiety in your chest keeping you tossing and turning at night. But when you reconnect, you settle. Your mind clears, your breathing naturally deepens, and your limbs feel pleasantly heavy, anchored, and secure.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is what happens when researchers actually study this. The physiological shifts they observe are incredible. To put it simply, the surface of the Earth holds a subtle negative electrical charge. Think of it as a massive, limitless supply of free electrons. When your bare skin touches the ground, your body absorbs these electrons, which can act as natural antioxidants, neutralizing positively charged free radicals that cause inflammation and stress. Looking at the biological markers, we see lower cortisol levels. Cortisol is your primary stress hormone, so lowering it directly turns down the volume on your physiological stress. Then, there are measurable shifts in heart rate variability, or HRV. This is a key indicator of how well your autonomic nervous system is balancing itself. And finally, direct earth contact improves vagal tone. This is massive. Your vagal tone dictates your nervous system's ability to shift out of a highly stressed fight-or-flight state and move smoothly back into a healing, restorative, rest and digest state. While the science continues to evolve, there's undeniable growing interest in how simply putting our bare feet on the ground profoundly regulates our biology.
Let's look at Section 4, your 5-minute daily routine, a free, immediate reset.
I am going to slow things down a bit here, because this is about creating a free, immediate reset for your own body. Here is exactly how you do it, step by step. First, you need to find some bare earth, grass, dirt, or sand. Remember, concrete and asphalt do not count for this. They're synthetic materials that insulate you from the Earth's charge. Second, take your shoes and your socks off. Allow yourself to actually feel the texture of the ground. Third, stand or sit so you are making direct, uninterrupted skin contact. Finally, close your eyes and breathe. Take 5 slow, deliberate breaths. Breathe in slowly for 4 counts, and then exhale softly for 6 counts. As you exhale, just visualize any tension, any of that frantic modern energy draining right down through your feet and emptying out into the earth. Do this for just 5 minutes. That is entirely it. It requires absolutely no equipment, 0 financial cost, and you don't even have to open an app on your phone. The secret to making this work isn't intensity, it's consistency. You don't need to stand outside in the grass for 3 hours to see a benefit. 5 minutes each morning before the chaos of your day starts, or 5 minutes in the evening to signal to your body that it's finally safe to power down, is really all it takes. If you're someone who absorbs a lot of stress, emotion, or frantic energy from the world around you, establishing this simple daily habit is one of the absolute fastest ways to pull yourself back into your own body and find your center.
Now, knowing what to do is one thing, but actually doing it day in and day out is another. To help you stick with this, there's a companion journal available from the source designed specifically for this practice. It includes a monthly habit tracker for your grounding routine, alongside weekly energy audits and daily check-ins. If you happen to be someone who thrives on a little accountability and structure to build a new habit, this is an excellent, practical tool to utilize as you start incorporating this into your life.
And this brilliantly illustrates our core message today. Take a slow, settling breath as we reflect on this thought together. Your body already knows how to find calm. Sometimes it just needs permission and the ground beneath your feet. It's a powerful, beautiful reminder that the healing mechanism, the ability to soothe your own nervous system, is already built right into you. I want to end our explainer today with a lingering question for you to actively engage with. Have you ever tried grounding before? And if you have, what did you actually notice in your physical body? I really encourage you to step outside today, take those shoes off, and give your body the permission it needs to find that calm. Thank you so much for exploring this topic with me. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll see you next time.